His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Sweden, His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Finland, His Excellency, the First Deputy Prime Minister of Poland, Ministers, Excellencies, and dignitaries from other countries, Governor of Maharashtra, Chief Minister, Maharashtra, Minister of State for Commerce and Industry, invitees, industry leaders, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to be part of the celebrations of the Make in India Week. I welcome you all to Mumbai, the commercial capital of India. I particularly welcome our friends from abroad and thank them for their active participation. I thank the government of Maharashtra for hosting this event. I also thank other states for their active participation. Friends, when I look back at the launch of the Make in India initiative over a year ago, I also recall the aspirations of our youth. 65% of the population of India is under the age of 35. This youthful energy is our greatest strength. We launched the Make in India campaign to create employment and self-employment opportunities for our youth. We are working aggressively towards making India a global manufacturing hub. We want the share of manufacturing in our GDP to go up to the 25% in the near future. We were also aware that under the pressure of this campaign, the government machinery will be required to make a number of corrections on the policy front. We are committed to make in India an easy place to do business. We want to present to the world the enormous opportunities that India offers as a base of manufacturing design, research and development. Make in India Week is an opportunity to take stock of how we have performed and what could be the road ahead. This event will showcase different aspects of the progress that we have made. This is the biggest multi-sectoral event and exhibition ever held in India. I encourage all of you to see for yourselves the direction that India is taking. Let me take this opportunity to share my thoughts. In a year's time, Make in India has become the biggest brand that India have ever created. Both within and outside the country, it has captured the imagination of people, institutions, industries, media, and the political leadership. This is because it reflects our collective desire to engage in productive activities. It also reflects the global need to produce things at lower cost. It is forcing us to make correction and increase efficiency. It has encouraged us to integrate with the world on equal terms. Let me give you some concrete examples of what we have done. Today, India is perhaps the most open country for FDI. Most of the FDI sectors have been put on automatic approval route. Our FDI inflows have gone up by 48% since the day my government came into office. In fact, FDI inflow in December 2015 was the highest ever in this country. This is at a time when global FDI has fallen substantially. We have carried out a number of corrections of the taxation front. We have said that we will not resort to retrospective taxation. And I repeat this commitment once and again. We are also swiftly working towards making our tax regime transparent, stable, and predictable. We have laid all-round emphasis on ease of doing business. In the manufacturing sector, we have taken decisive steps to simplify process and rationalize provisions. This includes licensing, cross-border trade, security, and environmental clearances. We have announced attractive schemes in several sectors, including electronics and textiles. We have made substantial policy corrections in the defense sector. From licensing to offset regime and export regime, we have given what the defense industry was looking for. Smooth and transparent allocation of natural resources is another example. The advantages from these are twofold. On one hand, the production of such resources has gone up. On the other hand, the transparent regime that we have established provides a level playing field among users and stakeholders. This year, we will record the highest ever coal production. Also, 2015 was the year where India's highest ever generation of electricity was recorded. On the issue of safety of properties and rights, we have already enacted a law for fast-tracking of arbitration proceedings. We are establishing a dedicated commercial courts and commercial divisions in high courts. The formation of the Company Law Tribunal is at the final stage. Soon, we shall be putting in place an effective IPR policy and patent regime. We hope to pass the bankruptcy law which has been tabled in Parliament. Hence, on the front of policy and procedure, we have made our systems cleaner, simpler, proactive, and business-friendly. I believe in minimum government and maximum governance. Therefore, almost on a daily basis, we are trying to remove the bottlenecks that were affecting investments and growth. It is good to see that changes and corrections are taking place not just at the level of the federal government, but also at the state level. States are now in healthy competition to provide ease of doing business and infrastructure linkages. The results have been encouraging. India has become the fastest growing large economy in the world. We will end this fiscal year with well over 7% growth in GDP. IMF, World Bank, OECD, ADB, and other institutions have projected even better growth in the coming days. In 2014-15, India contributed 12.5% of global growth. Its contribution to global growth is 68% higher than its share of the world economy. Let me also mention some other indicators. India has constantly been ranked as the most attractive investment destination by several global agencies and institutions. We have jumped 12 ranks in the latest global ranking by the World Bank on ease of doing business. India has improved its unaided ranking of investment attractiveness from 15th to 9th. India has jumped 16 places on the World Economic Forum's Global Competitive Index. Moody's has upgraded the rating of India as positive. The momentum of the Make in India campaign has given us confidence. It motivates us to make our policies and processes easier and friendlier. With this background, I invite and encourage you to make in India your workplace and also your home. Friends, we are particularly keen to scale up investments in next generation infrastructure. This includes roads, ports, railways, airports, telecom, digital networks, and clean energy. We are also investing in our social, industrial, and agricultural infrastructure to give better income and quality of life to our people. So far, it was our implementation capacity that was the biggest bottleneck. We have speeded up processes. The result is faster turnaround of projects, India's highest ever kilometers of new highways contract awarded. Similarly, the increase in railway capital expenditure was the highest this year. Thus, whether it is a physical or social infrastructure, we are executing it much more efficiently than ever before. Another bottleneck was financing. To enhance financing, we are trying to innovative ways. We are opening up our greenfield and brownfield projects for public-private partnership. With strong fiscal discipline and by plugging leakages, we are trying to provide more resources for infrastructure. We have also set up the National Investment and Infrastructure Fund. We have come up with a mechanism of tax-free infrastructure bonds for projects in rail, road and irrigation sectors. We are working with a number of countries, financial markets and funds on these financial instruments. Ladies and gentlemen, India is a land of immense opportunities. 50 of our cities are ready for setting up metro rail system. We have to build 50 million houses. The requirement of road, rail and waterways is enormous. There is no time for incremental changes. We want a quantum jump. We have also decided to do this in a cleaner and greener way. That is why we have made a commitment to the world community at the recent COP20 meeting in Paris. Hence, we are going for renewable energy in a big way, 175 gigawatts. I lay great stress on zero defect and zero effect manufacturing. We place high emphasis on energy efficiency, water recycling, waste to energy, clean India, and river cleaning. These initiatives are directed at improving quality of life in cities and villages. These initiatives provide you additional avenues for investment in technologies, services, and human resources. Friends, India is blessed with 3 Ds. These are democracy, demography, and demand. To this, we have added the fourth D, that is deregulation. Today's India is this 4-dimensional India. Our judicial systems are independent and time-tested. You will not find all these elements in any other country in the world. With these strengths, India offers you a solid platform to test and launch your making and designing capabilities. In addition, our maritime location makes it easy to market products in several other continents. We are trying to further enable and harness this vast potential with path-breaking initiatives. Campaigns like Digital India and Skill India have been designed to prepare people to take part in these processes. We have launched financing schemes which are dedicated to promote entrepreneurship. We are giving loans to Mudra without any collateral. I have also impressed upon the banks to particularly finance young entrepreneurs belonging to the scheduled castes and tribes as well as women. Only this will realize the dream of Mahatma Gandhi, who wanted industry to be run in villages and cottages. Only this will realize the dreams of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, who advocated the need to move surplus labor from agriculture to other occupations. We are soon going to strengthen this process further under the banner of Stand Up India. I feel that today our domestic industry and investors are feeling much more confident and optimistic in spite of an uncertain global situation. When we started the Make in India campaign, manufacturing growth in the country was only 1.7%. This year, it has improved substantially. In the current quarter, manufacturing growth is expected to be around 12.6%. The composite PMI output index has climbed to an 11-month high of 53.3% in January 2016. The total number of investment proposals during the last 8 months is higher by 27%. We have recorded the highest ever production of motor vehicles in 2015. As many as 50 new mobile phone factories were set up in the country during past 10 months. Electronic manufacturing has grown sixfold to 18 million. 159 electronic system design and manufacturing units, popularly known as ESDM units, were established in India in 2015. As per estimate of certain agencies, the Indian job market is now on a strong footing. For example, the Monster Employment Index of India stood at 229 in January 2016, which is up by 52% over January of last year. Similarly, on the trade front, India's highest ever software export were recorded in 2015. Also in 2015, our major ports handled the highest ever quantity of cargo. These are very good signs. I would like to give our industry some friendly advice. Do not wait. Do not relax. There are immense opportunities in India. You should take advantage of the renewed interest of global players to work in India. Many of them are looking for technological and financial collaborations with Indian partners. This includes high-tech sectors and high-valued areas like defense production. I assure you that if you take one step, we will walk 2 steps for you. In a competitive world, improving managerial and technological capacity is essential for survival and growth. From press shuttles to pollution control, from health to education, from agriculture to services, our young entrepreneurs and startups are showing us newer and faster ways for enterprise and delivery. My government is committed to support them and tap their energy fully. We want our youth to become job creators rather than job seekers. That is why we have launched the Startup India campaign. We are keen to find ways in which our minds are able to empower the hands. Our hands are able to master the machines. Our machines are able to make the best. Our products are able to beat the rest. Make in India is a drive to fulfill unmet demands of the common man. It is also an effort to engage and empower unemployed. I also emphasize on Make for India so that human and sectoral needs can be fulfilled. I've heard several global companies talk about the localization plans. Thus, this campaign has the capacity to boost the Indian economy and also brighten the global scenario. Friends, I've been saying that this century is Asia's century. My advice to you is to make India your center if you want this century to be your century. I invite everyone sitting here and also those not here to be a part of India's unfolding story. This is the best time ever to be in India, and it is even better to make in India. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Honorable Prime Minister.